Hi traders, today we're going to explore a powerful strategy based on one of the most underrated indicators on TradingView. This strategy has generated a net profit of 1060%, achieved without any optimization at all. If you don't want to miss the optimized version, make sure to subscribe to the channel and set the bell button to all. We will follow the strategy rules and analyze the backtest results. So, let's dive into it. The main rules of this strategy were suggested by a member of our community on Discord. A big shout out to Nanashen. I then decided to add other rules both for filtering and for exits. But let's start by understanding how this indicator works. We are talking about fractal chaos bands, and basically has only two lines, the upper band and the lower band. These bands are calculated based on highs and lows. In fact, as you can see here, we have this huge spike, then it has generated this high, and as you can see, the upper band is at the same level. The same here, 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 and so on. And same for lower band. And there is this lower band is here, here the same, and so on. So these lines are just based on high and lows. If you pay close attention to the chart, you will see that when the price crosses the upper band, so breakout occur, the price usually continues in its upward direction. In fact, as you can see here, we have a breakout, price continues. Here another breakout, price continues. Of course, isn't always like this. Anyway, the logic behind this strategy is a breakout strategy. So when the price crosses above this upper band, we will open a long position. Whereas when the price crosses below the lower band, as in this example, the price continues in its downward direction. In fact, as you can see here, price crosses below this lower band, and then the price continues in its downward direction. So the way we are using this indicator is a breakout strategy. Looking at the strategy input settings, we have one pattern. So basically, the higher this number and the longer will be these bands. I would suggest to leave here a low number, such as 1 or 2. Then we have a trend confirmation that is based on moving average. You can set here different kind of moving average. Anyway, the logic behind this filter is basically that we were going long only if this breakout will be above this moving average. Whereas for short position, we were going long when the price is below this moving average. Basically, it's a trend confirmation. And other than this filter, we have this squeeze filter, which in my opinion is the most important part of this strategy. Because basically, the strategy will enter in a long or short position only if the distance between the bands, so from the upper band to the lower band, is lesser than a certain percentage. In fact, if I apply this squeeze filter with 1% percentage bands, you will see that this trade will disappear. As you can see, we won't have any more this trade, because the percentage is greater than 1%, whereas here we have one trade because the percentage is lesser than 1%. In fact, it's 0.80%. For short position will be the same, but just for the opposite. So these are all the entry rules and confirmations. Let's pay attention to the exit rules. We have percentage stop loss, ATR stop loss, or condition fixed. Condition will set a stop loss based on the lower band. In fact, as you can see for a long position, this is the stop loss line, and it basically follows the lower band. Whereas for short position, stop loss will be the upper line. As you can see from here, it will follow the upper line. So this is similar to the trailing stop loss, but it's based on bands. Then we have a condition fixed stop loss, which basically it doesn't follow the lower band, but it's just based on the lower band at the time of the entry condition. As you can see here, we have a long position, lower band, and the stop loss will be always at this level. Even if the lower band gets higher or lower, this stop loss will be always at the same level. And same for a short position. In fact, as you can see here, the upper band is updating, but the stop loss remain at a fixed level. Whereas for a take profit, you can set percentage, ATR take profit, risk reward, or risk reward fixed. So risk reward will follow always this take profit condition. In fact, as you can see here, we have a dynamic stop loss and a dynamic take profit. So as the stop loss will be higher, the take profit will be lower. Whereas this risk reward fixed is useful if you want a dynamic stop loss, so basically a trailing stop loss, and then you want a fixed take profit based on the first stop loss level. So I would suggest to use this risk reward fixed only if you want a dynamic stop loss and a fixed take profit based on the first stop loss level. Whereas if you want both a stop loss and a take profit dynamic, you can use this risk reward. But of course, I won't suggest to use it with the dynamic stop loss, because as you can see here, as the stop loss will get higher and reach the entry level, the take profit will reach the entry level as well. So isn't the best settings at all. Okay, so now that we understand all the entries, all the exits, confirmation, filter, and so on, let's jump into backtest results. We are here on Sun USDT, Bybit exchange, 45 minutes time frame. Fractal Chaos Band pattern 1, moving average type EMA, close, EMA length 10, both filter turn off, order size $10,000 with a fixed size, leverage 2, of course, as with all my backtests, 0.06% commission. We are going only long, stop loss type percentage and take profit percentage, 2% stop loss and 4% take profit, so risk reward of 2. As you can see, guys, we have a spectacular equity line, 323% net profit, 461 total trades, 41% win rate, 1.28 profit factor, 23.5% max drawdown, and 0.35% average trade. What I like the most of this backtest is the equity shape, because it constantly goes up and it produces really steady profits. The drawdown is acceptable, net profit / drawdown 6.25, max win row 7, max loss row 7. If we try to apply this squeeze filter with 1%, as you can see at the first glance it seems that there is a decreasement of net profit, in fact there is, decreasement of total trades, which means that this filter has a huge impact on the strategy. 46% win rate, we have an increasement, 1.58 profit factor, and 16.59% max drawdown, 0.67% average trade, which is almost the double than previous backtest. Net profit / drawdown is skyrocketing at 8.02, which is a really huge number. So, okay, we have a decreasement of net profit, but all the other settings, especially this average trade, it's almost the double. I didn't try to change this parameter. As I was saying at the beginning of the video, I didn't do any optimization at all. And you can check it by seeing all these numbers, which are integer number, and stop loss and take profit are just 2 and 4, which is my usually backtest settings. But then things start to change if we change here to percentage of equity, which basically we will compound our profit. As you can see, guys, we have a net profit of 1059%, which is something spectacular, guys. Profit factor 1.65, max drawdown 31%, of course, higher reward but higher risk, 0.67%. But as you can see, the net profit / drawdown is increased again from 8 to 80.96, which is really huge. So we can see this parameter as the risk reward of this overall backtest. Max win row 5, max loss row 7, 1.91 risk reward, average win 27%, average lose 14%, max win trade 87%, max loss trade 49%. You see this high percentage and high number because these are based on the initial capital. In fact, if I change here from percentage of equity to fixed, you will see that there is the right percentage. Of course, it's not 2 and 4% because we have a 2x leverage. This strategy will be free and you can find it in my Discord server, which you can find the link in the description down below. If you like this kind of strategy, consider watching this other breakout strategy. I'm sure you might like it.